this series, it's dark humor. It's a zone of dark humor. So there is
Yes.
a murder that happens. You would just go on and on. कि यार खत्म करते हैं sequence को, खत्म करते हैं sequence को. The word go, I think, I was so comfortable in this one. Sometimes, you take some time, you take a day or two to adjust and get into the skin of the character. Career में तो मैं खुद ही को छुपाना चाहता था हमेशा. There was a sequence which you will see in this series, which is a one take sequence. Seemed as if we know each other, मतलब कब से जानते हैं एक दूसरे को. Incidentally, my wife's name is also Manjari. किसी भी डॉन को पकड़ सकता है जाके कुछ भी कर सकता है. The senior cops trust him. They know that he is the go-to man.
Well, I think I have a great start to the day because today I have with me on TellyChakkar Rajeev Khandelwal. Firstly, Rajeev, welcome back on TellyChakkar. Always a pleasure having you here. And today
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
we are
Thank you so
here
much.
for Miya Biwi or Murder. Well, the name sounds really very interesting. आपका क्या reaction था जो आपको script के बारे में brief किया गया and you got to know कि ये मेरा character है this time. What was your reaction to it?
The first question to Sunil Machanda, the director of the show, was, are you sure you want to cast me in this one? Because very rarely people come up to me with a script which is all about comedy and dark humor. So I said, are you sure you want me? So he said, I want you. And that is the reason. This is the reason why I want you, because nobody will expect this from you. Knowing you as an actor, I think you will pull this off brilliantly. I said, I love your confidence in me. I said, if you are so confident about me, I am so supremely confident that I can pull this off, because I've always wanted to attempt something something like this. It's just, what do I say? I wouldn't call it unfortunate, but I've always been looked up as someone who's very intense, someone very passionate on screen, and Rajiv, nice guy, and all of that stuff. I said, let's shatter all of that. And now that I've got this opportunity, so let me shatter this whole myth about me. I wouldn't call it the truth, the myth about me that I'm a very nice guy and ऐसा है. तो मैंने कहा कि चलो, let's do this. And I knew it from the word go. I think I was so comfortable in this one. Sometimes you take some time, you take a day or two to adjust and get into the skin of the character. I think the first scene itself, I was so like I was rocking. I mean, I was brilliant, and we suddenly, from doing the rehearsals and where you prepare, do the workshops and you read it and you say, okay, fine, this one I will say it like this. उसके बाद वो script बाहर हो गई. We were so good that, okay, this is the situation. Let's get into it. So I think we thoroughly enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed while working on the series, and also the fact that it was shot during the peak of pandemic. So it
Yeah.
was very thrilling to shoot something when when it was like the whole environment was very grim and morose all around you, and we thought, let's do something which may just bring some smiles and laughter. So it was very thrilling, and my chemistry with Manjari was like,
Manjari.
I mean, again fantastic, because I don't know how it happened, but I think this is the only way it happens. We met for the first time on the sets of this one, and it seemed as if we know each other. मतलब कब से जानते हैं एक दूसरे को. Incidentally, my wife's name is also Manjari, and it all just
Yes.
started off with that. So I said, all right, so here we go. First meeting, I think the first 20 minutes, and ऐसे करते हैं वैसे करेंगे Rajiv son, and hugging each other कि let's get into this one. It was like fantastic. It was just as if कि मतलब बहुत time से जानते हो, and we met each other for the first time. So,
But
yeah,
then
it was fun.
I would love to know one thing out here, because Manjari and you met for the very first time on this series, for that matter. Did she also have the same perception about Rajeev Khandelwal that the world in a way
No.
has always?
Yeah, she had the same perception, the intense, nice guy, and she was very. She thought that I'm. I hope that she still thinks, but she thought that I'm a very talented guy. All of those things that generally come with the package. कि यार ये तो बड़ा ऐसा है वैसा होगा. But also she thought that I may just be a very reserved guy. The image about me जो बनती है कि हो सकता है थोड़ा सा arrogant भी हो सकता है थोड़ा सा snooty हो. जो कभी-कभी लोग मुझे बोलते हैं कि आपकी image ऐसी है. I thought that you would be like little arrogant and all of that stuff. Anyway, but that's the image. So she said that, I'm sorry. She said that I really didn't expect this version of Rajiv, because this is a very different from what I had imagined. And yeah, I think, and then we had fun. We became friends. See, after any project, if you end up being friends, means that you thoroughly enjoy the project. And Manjari has become one of my friends who I would invite to my place, if I have any party or anything. So
Oh.
we had a great time, and it was complete give and take between me and her. So I'm sure that even she enjoyed equally.
Well, I'm hoping that the fans are gonna love the series for that matter, because the trailers have actually let them intrigue. But then I would love to know from you, jab aap, when you were hearing about it, that Miya Biwi or murder, and you were trying to hide, and if I'm not wrong, you're hiding that murder in the whole series. असल जिंदगी में कभी कुछ ऐसा है जो आपने छुपाने की बहुत ज्यादा कोशिश करी है, बट अंत में पकड़े गए हैं या फिर नहीं पकड़े गए हैं? कभी ऐसा कुछ किया है?
हाँ, हजारों बार किया होगा मैंने। बचपन में तो, कॉलेज में तो बहुत ही बार किया है कि जब आप हजारों चीज छुपाना चाहते हैं। अपने करियर में तो मैं खुद ही को छुपाना चाहता था हमेशा कि मैं कहीं दिखूं ही नहीं, मैं कुछ हो ही नहीं, पर वो कर नहीं पाया कभी, क्योंकि आपका पेशा डिमांड करता है आपको। ऑफ लेट समटाइम्स यू एक्चुअली, बहुत बार होता है ऐसा कि आजकल आप सोचते हो कि मास्क पहन के आप निकल जाओगे तो पहचानेगा नहीं आपको।
Yes.
So many times it has happened at the airport or in place. Like I sometimes decide to go to a mall with Manjari. कि चल चलते हैं, कौन पहचानेगा? Like let's do things which general people do. You enjoy and I'll be wearing my mask. And then you realize कि आप कहीं पे खड़े हैं and somebody comes to you and says, "Are you Rajeev Khandelwal?" मैं सोचता हूँ वैसे भी मैं इतना कम दिखता हूँ, तुम्हें वैसे याद नहीं रहूंगा मैं, तो उसके बावजूद मास्क के साथ में भी कैसे, मतलब आप बाकी मुझे पसंद करते होंगे कि आप मुझे मास्क के साथ में भी पहचान रहे हैं। So it of late has happened a number of times that you're wearing a mask and people actually come and say, like for example, you're boarding the flight and you are बैठ गए, जब आप फ्लाइट उतर रहे हैं, then somebody will come to you and say, "It was really a pleasure having you on board, Rajiv." You say, "Oh, you knew it was me all this while." And आप तो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं जो आपको करना है, like normal person. So yeah, in this series also, let me tell you about the series. But that this series, it's dark humor. It's a zone of dark humor. So there is a murder that happens, and that murder, why it happens, you will all come to know when you watch the series. And then it's just two intelligent duffers dealing with that situation. All right, two intelligent duffers. So they're very intelligent, but they are actually lame. They are lame when it comes to their thinking, I think. So this is the zone. So just to tell people that there are two people who are lame in terms of their thinking, but they think they're very intelligent. They're supremely intelligent, and they are. When it comes to their profession, they're very intelligent. He's a smart cop. He can get into anybody's den. किसी भी डॉन को पकड़ सकता है, जाके कुछ भी कर सकता है. The senior cops trust him. They know that he's the go-to man. But when it comes to his personal life, he's lame. He's her. So this is how it is. So imagine this is the premise. So nobody would expect something like this from us. Also, me and Manjari, we had some scenes which I would say that how do I put it? They were in the zone of you won't see it, but it's a zone of intimacy. Like it's a comedy, so you don't see it, but you know what it is about. So yeah, it was very interesting. I would say very exciting to actually do certain things which you know that you just have to convey it by a performance, because there is visually you don't see anything, but you have to convey certain things which are happening between a couple. So which was like very interesting.
But then I'm sure the fans are gonna have their own favorite scenes. आपका कोई particular scene था जो like you can't reveal too much, but then you feel that the fans are gonna feel that you stood out in that scene?
No, everyone stood out.
Like
I'm not
scene.
the one who is going to be. Yeah, not me. Everyone stands out in this series. So it's not just about me. It's an ensemble cast. So everyone.
No, but then any one particular scene or a part where you feel कि वो scene सबसे ज़्यादा रोमांचक या फिर बहुत ही funny था, उसको shoot करना बहुत funny था, कोई ऐसा scene था?
I would want to stand out in my own head. I would want to stand out in every scene. But there's a sequence in this series जिसमें 3 actor हैं, and all 3 of us. It's a one take sequence for about 2 minutes, 3 minute का sequence है जिसमें बहुत intense बातें हो रही हैं, but it's still very comical. So I wouldn't say that I stood out, because it's always the timing of 3 actors that because of which we could pull off in one take only. So there was this conflict कि इतना लंबा scene है, चलता जा रहा है. इसमें and 3 people were seated, 3 जने सामने बैठे हैं, 3. और वो sequence, I think we really enjoyed doing it, and we took a call that let's no cuts in this one, because the timing was brilliant. In fact, majority of the sequences comedy is all about timing. So the timing was brilliant of everyone. One of the sequences, since you asked me, one of the scenes you'll remember between Malti, Priya and Jayesh, ये 3 character हैं, इन तीनों की sequence है, one take है, which I think will stand out besides many other scenes.
Besides, I'm sure for that one, but tell me something. Seeing how this is like a very dark humor kind of a genre of the whole series, how difficult was it for you guys on the sets, or was it very easy because अपने आप को zone में रखना, and then cut के बीच में I'm sure you guys had your own funny moments out there. Was it easy, that cut on and off, or was it like just being the way you guys were? What was it like on the sets?
So we would shoot and then go back, and then we would really want to come back on the set to finish that portion of it. But for some odd reason, I think इतने comfortable हो गए थे मैं और मंजरी and other actors also, that it just मतलब every day we would start and then we would forget कि dinner break up करना है, lunch break up करना है. We would just go on and on कि यार खत्म करते हैं sequence को, खत्म करते हैं sequence को, खत्म कर लेते हैं. And most of the sequences में we did not go in for second or third take because
Wow.
things were happening so organically. We knew that कि जैसे second or third take किया हमने उसी को, then it would become like very mechanical कि अभी हम जो हमने पहला take किया था उसी को हम लोग वापस repeat करेंगे. So me and Sunil would sometimes do these things that कि especially me, I wouldn't do any take exactly as the first take, earlier take. तो उसमें ये होता था कि आप हर टेक में कुछ डिफरेंट ही कर रहे हो. So for example, if I'm saying the line, I would say it in a different manner, so the reaction comes out differently. So we would do that. We would never do the thing exactly the way we would have. I mean, we would not try and repeat the first take ever. I would not do that. तो उसमें ये होता था हमेशा कि हर बार रिएक्शन जो होते थे वो डिफरेंट ही मिलते थे. So we were very, I think, very comfortable, and every day it wasn't difficult for some. I mean, it wasn't difficult for me at all. I was enjoying every bit of it on the set every day. So no, it wasn't difficult at all. It was fun all throughout.
I would say, Rajeev, now that you've broken that set image of yourself that, you know, the fans had in the past so many years with the kind of projects that you're taking in, what kind of roles still excites you and you feel that they're going to be like a challenge for you, but, you know, abhi bhi wo andar unko try karne ka jo wo jazba hai wo hai कि I want to try those roles. What kind of roles do you want to try ahead?
जज्बा तो बहुत है. मुझे लगता है अभी मैंने करियर शुरू किया अपना. It's always like I've just started. मैंने कुछ किया नहीं लाइफ में. You know, it's always something that you have not even imagined is what is most exciting. कि आपने सोचा ही नहीं कि यार ये ऐसा लिखा जाएगा, ऐसा कैरेक्टर भी होगा. Because if you look around, then you will know, okay, fine, comedy कर लिया, ये कर लिया, action कर लिया आपने, you want to do action. So I don't want to pick up from things which are around. Sometimes some roles are written in a way that when you read them and you say, oh, this I would have never imagined also कि ऐसा कोई character लिखा जाएगा. So for me, what excites me the most is something that hasn't been attempted before. For example, I'll say this character that I'm playing in this one, there is no template. मेरे पास template.
Yeah.
वैसे सोचूंगा, देखता सोचता मैं कि चलो I will do it like this one or I will do it like that one. बिल्कुल नहीं था. It was completely organic. ये character है, शुरू करते हैं. And then it is your take on it. So this becomes a template for maybe others, but then something जिसका कोई template नहीं है is what excites me. कि आपने उसके बारे में ना कभी सुना है ना कभी देखा है. So I wouldn't be able to tell you that कि ऐसा कौन सा character है. I would be bored to death if I were to repeat any of the characters that I've already played in the past. I would be bored to death कि मुझे को बोले आमिर जैसा character वापस कर लो, या आप शैतान का character कर लो, या कुछ और कर लो मतलब लाइफ में. But like I would be very happy if I'm constantly exploring myself every day on the set. That would be most exciting. अब वो ऐसे writer लिख के लाते हैं नहीं लाते हैं वो बात अलग है, but that would be an ideal situation for me.
But I would keep my fingers crossed to see you in many more characters. But then tell me one thing, are you very critical of your work? Do you watch your work, or you are out of those actors जो अपना काम नहीं देखना पसंद करते?
I'm supremely critical of my work. I feel every time I do a take, I feel कि मैं इससे better कर सकता था. But then you have to put an end to it. I am a big critic of mine. I don't watch my work at all. I mean,
Really?
if you ask me, yeah, I haven't. I've just seen this trailer once, जो कल release हुआ है. उसके बाद ठप करके रख दिया मैं साइड में. मैंने कहा बस अब नहीं देखने का मेरे को. I only one project I think I must have seen, which is Aamna. I must have seen about 7-8 times. I must have watched it. Other than that, I have never watched any of my projects. मुझे screening पे जाना में अजीब लगता है. Like I remember when शैतान की screening हो रही थी, and Anurag Kashyap he came to me, said कि तू चलेगा नहीं ट्रायल पे. मैंने कहा नहीं मैं नहीं देख रहा, आप लोग देखो, जो होगा रिएक्शन लोग बता देंगे, मैं तो कर लियागा. तो फ्रंट फुट पे खेलेगा कैसे अगर तुम देखी नहीं होगी तो. You watch the film and then you will know कि तूने क्या किया भैया. Then you will be in the front foot. I said no, I don't want to watch it. I was pushed into watching it. But if given a choice, I would not want to watch any of my projects. I would just stay away from it and let people watch it. Yeah.
Yes, I will keep my fingers crossed. But then, what are your parting words? Because fans love करेंगे आपकी ये वाली series. So they're gonna expect now the upcoming 2 projects because आपने वो hint दे दिया है. क्या कहना चाहेंगे अंत में राजीव?
Forget about my projects here. I'm more concerned about all that is happening around us. Please understand one thing, all of you guys who are watching me, that please respect each other, love each other. Do not get swayed by what you read, what you hear about religion, about other things. They're all politicized motives. We all know it is very important to beat any caste, creed, religion, color. We just need to love and respect each other. That's the only thing that I want to convey. Of course, उसके बाद में project आ रहा है जिसके लिए आप मुझे देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. I hope that you enjoy the project also, but please love and respect each other.
Well, thank you for joining me here, and I really hope the next interview virtually now ho. But then I wish you all the luck for this project and also the upcoming 2 projects. We'll surely stay connected, and good luck.
Thank you so much. I am also wishing the same, that I get to see you in person, sit with this pretty woman
Yes.
face to face.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to TellyChakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.